All right, Texas homeowners, if you're thinking about moving to Colorado, we need to talk about something that surprises almost everyone: property taxes. Yes, Texas has no state income tax, and yes, Colorado's property taxes are lower, but the monthly payment difference, that's where people get caught off guard. But wait, you may think if you're from Texas that Colorado property taxes are lower, so you'll save a fortune. And technically, yes, the rate is lower. Texas average property tax rate, 1.6% to 1.8%. Colorado average, closer to 0.5% to 0.6%. That sounds like a slam dunk. But here's what really matters: home values. Okay, so here we see a Texas home in the Dallas suburbs for $450,000 at a tax rate of 1.8%. That would be $8,100 per year. And we also have a Colorado home in the Denver metro area that is $650,000 at a tax rate of roughly 0.55%. That's $3,575 per year. Looks like Colorado wins easily, right? Well, yes on taxes, but not necessarily on total monthly payment. All right, pause for a second. If you're watching this from Texas, drop the city you're watching this from in the comments below. I'm curious to know where you're at. Here's some things to consider in Colorado. So there's generally a higher purchase price, higher homeowner insurance, and some pesky HOA stuff here in Colorado that you may not see in Texas that could raise those monthly fees as well. It's just a different insurance environment here in Colorado. Bottom line is we have a chance of hail and some other things, and it's something to consider. Okay, so let's summarize. The real shock in Colorado isn't that the taxes are higher, they're usually lower. The shock is that your total monthly cost might not drop the way you expect. So what does that mean? Well, in Texas, you're used to a very high tax escrow. In Colorado, it's much less. But in Colorado, the price of the home is typically the bigger driver in all of these costs. Here's the bottom line. In Texas, you feel the pain every year in your tax bill. In Colorado, you feel it in the purchase price. This is why you don't just compare tax rates.
You compare monthly payment, long-term appreciation, insurance costs, lifestyle trade-offs, and resale demand.
And that's the conversation most people aren't having. All right, here's the truth. Texans who tend to benefit the most financially in Colorado are those relocating from the Austin suburbs with very high tax burdens, those downsizing, those using equity from appreciation, and those buying in emerging Denver suburbs and not the core prime neighborhoods. If you're moving expecting everything to be dramatically cheaper, that's where expectations need adjusting. All right, so if you're currently living in Texas and you want a side-by-side comparison of your current home versus what it would be like here in Colorado, not just tax rate comparisons, that's a conversation I'm happy to have. No pressure, just numbers. So relocating isn't about finding the cheapest house. It's about making a smart move on how you actually want to live. And that's what I hope you do. My name is Ray. I am a local real estate agent here in the Denver metro area. If this is what you're trying to figure out, you are in the right place. I will see you in the next video.